Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to my September layout share. It's quite thick. I got a lot done and I'm excited to share with you. I had a focus on using sequins, so most of the layouts have that going on. And I apologize about the lighting. It is a windy, blustery, rainy day, so I got as much light on as I can, but I don't know that it's that great. So here's one that I did for Scraptember with the Scrappy Sisters and Laura Alberts. My theme was to use a song title. So the song title is actually only Sunflower, but in the lyrics it says Baby You're so I added that as well. And very minimal embellishing because there is some mixed media on this background. And I really want to make this sunflower that I did some stitching with kind of shine there and do the focus. And then of course there's sequins in the middle of it there. I've also got this one now for September, or in general. I for Scrapbook Your Joy, it was guest designer using the Paige Evans Go the Scenic Route collection, and it's a gorgeous collection. So I've done quite a few layouts with that collection this month. Here's one where it's also for Spiegelmom Scraps, and I did a fun little shaker pocket. We went on a trip in August and I'm documenting the trip all using this collection. So that was really fun. And then I've got a cut file from Creative Cuts Club along with some, felt clouds to go with it and my photos and everything there. But if it's other than the cut file and the felt, everything is from the collection there. And this was for a Cut File Wednesday, which is where the cut file comes into play. And of course, like I said, Spiegelmom Scrap sequins. This one was for this month's Shape It Up, which is all about using squares. And because we scrapbook in a 12 by 12 format, I wanted to be able to highlight it in a fun way. So I went and did the technique where you just used a whole bunch of different squares. And then I did one with a sequin pocket, my title's in one, and my journaling's in one. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. And again, there's using that gorgeous collection that I received from Scrapbook Your Joy. Fun little photos of my two. This was I didn't explain that very well, sorry. This photo is just a Barrett being silly and some fun photos I snapped of him one day after a nap. And then this one is when we left. So this is the photo taken in the car before we left, the photo of where we were going, like how long it was going to take us, and that's the entrance to where we went. And this is my two getting along, holding hands on the second day of our adventure, and I just loved that photo of them all excited to see what we were going to do. This was a combination of Quilter's Vibe and Christmas in September, so it's obviously Christmas themed. And then I took on the quilt by using the same design that the stars were, and I just did 3 with some mixed media matched in the color tones. There's a little bit of sequins splatter, there's not a ton on this one. But then I have this really fun photo from Christmas Eve that I put a painting filter on, and I love that. I only ever do this filter during Christmas, and then I just wrote Santa Arrives Tonight because it was for Christmas Eve. So really like how that one turned out. Here's another one using the gorgeous collection, and I did some shaker pockets. I was also featuring the cut file from Spiegelmom Scraps. So this is again a Spiegelmom Scraps layout, and these are photos of Nora and I at the playing like on the sand and stuff while the boys were in the water. Love that. Got a bunch of the butterflies used up and really had fun playing with that cut file and all the different patterns. Here is another one using again the collection, and this one was for Love Your Scrappy, where I scrap lifted myself. That was really fun. So a beautiful scenic photo and then draping some thread to make that work. This one has very minimal sequins on it, but it does have a little bit. Mostly I just wanted to highlight this gorgeous photo taken while we were on our trip. This one was for the hop that we did for Summer Fades into Fall. Loved doing that. I used this fun quote that I found on Pinterest and this gorgeous sunset that we had maybe the very last day of August September-y, and it was so gorgeous. And I love that about the end of summer, is how you've got bits of fall appearing, but it's still warm out, and the colors, it's just so gorgeous. So I used my scrap, so I went into my scrap bag for this one as well, and I went to my Silhouette and did some cutting of leaves, and then used some fall themed stuff that I had to do as well. Love that tiny bit of mixed media and some sequins sprinkled throughout. This one, oh, I love this. This might be my favorite layout. This was using, so Daisy and I did Shop It or Stashed this month. This was the shop kit that I created using mostly Maggie Holmes' Sweet Story. And this is a layout that I created for Spiegel Mom Scraps. I also made a sketch based off of it for the scrap party for this month. And I also used it for Sarah Scrap's new series, where she's highlighting some Maggie Holmes every other Monday in the month. So I love it. Lots of stuff used up, tons of sequins, patterns, chipboard, stickers, tags, everything to highlight these gorgeous photos of my daughter just being super cute. And she had just woken up from a nap, and she just looked so sweet, so I had to snap those photos. This one was for the telephone hop, and this was a fun one to create as well. I went a little rogue from the layout I received from Kelsey, and did my best, but it did go a little rogue. And then I passed mine on to Katie Scott, which she's part of Scrappy Sisters. So loved that. This is fun. This is kind of like my last summer layout really of the year. So there's that. There's mixed media in it and all sorts of stuff. All right, let's see here. This one I created for the Hop About School and what it kind of looked like. So I used a cut file from Pear Tree Cut Files. I also was using some of the Chamel field trip collection that I received from Christina for one of my Secret Not Secret kit clubs. Kits, and yeah, I had fun. I put the photo in one of the banners and just kind of played, and really happy with the way this turned out, and it's a great school themed layout there. This one was for Everyday Inspiration. There was this gorgeous Ferris wheel that had some cool things on it that Jen had taken, and I just went with the theme of being at the fair to document this photo. And I don't know if you can see, but Jackson is in the R there, sticking out his tongue, being silly. So loved that, and just using up some of the Carousel collection. I love that collection, so I'm hoarding the little bits that I have left of it, and I need to not do that. But I got tons of chipboard used up, and this I was using a bit of my stash kit to get some of this stuff used up. Here's another favorite. This is again using the Maggie Holmes collection and some photos of Nora. This one was actually of Nora giving a flower to Moira, which is really sweet. But she was also blowing bubbles that day, and I had fun using the frames and doing some mixed media and stitching and just having fun. 3 little shaker pockets there. Lots of fun. I do believe this was for a Spiegel Mom Scraps layout as well. This one was for the new series that Melissa and I started, which is really fun. It's called Have a Laugh, and it's just documenting the silly things that our kids do. This one is, Barrett is just never in the same spot, and he's always doing something adventurous. So that's what it is. So you are the best adventure, and just kind of talking about that. 3 photos to kind of represent what he does, and again using the Maggie Holmes collection with some sequins to the side there in green, which I don't use very often, but liking that one. Another school layout. This one, honestly don't remember what this one is for off the top of my head, but I really can't remember what it's for. I know I was using, it might have been for Christina Day. I was using one of the prompts from the stash summer stash bash class that she taught, so I'm pretty sure that might have been what it's for, was Christina Day, and using up some more of the collection. And this was his last day of school, and just how fun and cute he was, and excited to be done, because the end of last year we weren't in school, obviously because of COVID. So yeah, it was a long spring, as I'm sure it was for all of us. This was the layout that I had scrap lifted, so I just hadn't put that away yet. Sorry about that. Here is, oh, I love this layout. So this is that my layout for Spiegelman Scraps and Off the Board, and it's just kind of my last layout of the month. Lots of sequins. I did a shaker pocket page basically. So what I will do is whatever is going behind it, it will go like this and be backed. And I'll just glue or tape down the layout behind it. Anyways, love how that is. But what it is my daughter and being super cute. These were taken the same day as the photos of my boys in the water from the telephone hop. And I was just, I was also playing with a challenge from July's scrap party when I created this. So lots of fun. This was using my stash kit. Got tons of stuff used up on that one. And obviously tons and tons of sequins, which is really, really nice. So I really like the way this one turned out. It was kind of fun. I'm wrapping it up with this one, which was my Love Your Scrappy Scrap Lifting Someone Else. So this one was scrap lifting the fabulous Kat Martin, and she had done that gorgeous layout with hers of her son in the same type of design, and I just took it on to how I wanted to do it for myself, scrapping my daughter and her first day of junior kindergarten from home, because Sean and I decided to keep her home. Wasn't worth the risk of letting her go when it's just preschool. So that's what I've got for you guys. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 layouts done. I love it. I love it. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I will see you all guys in October, 30 days of sketches. And let me know if you have any questions. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.